What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I am super excited about the modification we're going to be doing because once the modification is complete, the assumption is that I will stop banging up and bruising my ankles and shins. So humor me here, this is how I do it. This is how it's possible. I go, grab the grab handle, step in, I go to get in, and if it's been raining, if you have slippery shoes on, this right here, your foot will slide right off, bam, hit my ankle, hit my shin. I swear, once a week I do it. I have bruises all up and down that ankle. So, I'm pretty excited because once my running boards are on, I will be able to hop in easily, no bruises, all good. In my opinion, it's probably the most necessary modification for the Bronco. You're probably asking yourself, if it's the most necessary, why didn't you have it factory installed? Personal preference, when I went to order the Bronco, I feel like Ford only offered one style of running board, and it's kind of a flat style, and I personally like the tube look, so we'll get into that right now.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Name that movie. So anyway, I purchased this from Amazon, from the company Tack. It was $5 cheaper. That's the only reason. But after opening the box, the contents don't look too intimidating. It was at 6 pieces with some nuts and some bolts. So let's get started. The instructions, which are 1 page, actually show install for the passenger right side. So that's what we're going to go ahead and get started on. That's what we're looking at here. Just taking a glance at kind of all the holes over here to get a gauge of where I'm going to put it. There's 2 brackets for each side. One is front and one is rear. So I'm starting with the front bracket. And this is just a bolt, washer, and a lock washer. So 3 pieces in each hole. And then here's the other one. And then I'll thread this through the other hole that you see there. I apologize, my knee is blocking that portion of that video. Okay, so now let's try and find where this goes, because the next step on the instruction is to attach the passenger right mounting bracket to the front location. The trouble is finding the front location. It's like there are 1,000 holes here, but yes, here they are. So once you locate those holes, just go ahead and start threading in those bolts. Get those into place. Don't tighten all the way. I assume you'll need some wiggle room for some adjustments. But once that's all the way tight, I'll go ahead and get started on the other one. So the holes for the rear bracket are definitely more difficult to find, and they're angled differently. You'll notice when you get underneath your vehicle that the holes are not in the exact same place in the rear as they were in the front. So again, you'll locate them and do the exact same thing with the rear bracket. Thread those bolts through each washer and pop that into place. Tighten it however tight you want it to be, because again, I'm not sure how this tube step is going to lay down. And when you take as long as me to tighten these bolts, your son may appear like, what the heck, Mom? Why did you disappear off the face of this earth? Let me show you how to use a wrench. Ding dong. Apparently this is my first time with a tool. So once the front bracket and rear bracket are mounted to the vehicle, then you can actually grab your sidebar or nerf bar or whatever you're calling it to what hangs out from underneath your vehicle. You'll just place that right on top of the bracket. The holes should line up perfectly, which they do so far. And then you'll thread in the other bolts that were already I guess you could say pre-put in with a washer. You don't have to put them together at all. Basically just pop them in there, thread them in. And this is probably the easiest part of the whole thing. You're not breaking your neck to get underneath. And now we'll do the rear, which the holes do kind of line up, but this is why I didn't tighten the bracket all the way. I'm able to kind of pull on that bracket a little bit so that it lines up with the holes. And again, just thread those in. Once those are all threaded in, I will tighten it again. As you can see, my son is still concerned about me and why I cannot complete this task in a timely manner. So he had to check up again. Yes, you see that correctly. I did just start to undo the bolts. You try and multitask. I'm like, why is this turning so easily? Oh, that's right. I'm undoing it now. Course correct, and we're all good. Ta-da! There it is. The passenger tube step is on. And now for the other side, I'm going to save you guys the pain and agony of seeing me not know how to use a wrench. So I went ahead and time-lapsed to this side and gave you a different angle so you can kind of see how those brackets hang out, how far they hang out, and how easy it is to just drop that bar right onto those brackets. Gosh, look how fast I'm going. All right, I'm all done. I feel like that took me 10 years. I'm sure you guys watching it will think it took me 20 years. I'm literally losing daylight here. But I would say overall time, maybe 1 hour total that it took me. And it was just one person. I did have a little assistance from my son. So let's check it out. Oh yeah. I don't even need that grab handle. This is nice. Well, thank you guys. Remember, click like and subscribe if you want to see me do more awesome stuff all by myself. I'll give you a wrap around so you can check it out. Again, personal preference, but I think the tube steps look killer on the Bronco. And they're a fairly inexpensive option compared to some of the other options I've seen out there. So I'll drop a link under the description of my video. Thank you guys. Until next time.